No, wait. God damn it! I forgot to do the thingy and the music thing, and we're live.
Oh, that was quick.
Woo! Yeah, that was quick because I forgot to do the music and the singing thing. So we're live.
Mm.
Everybody.
Hi everybody.
Yo.
Toss around positions as you can notice. C/B on screen. There, screen. Everything is fine. Everyone is happy. No one is panicking.
Oh,
I might be panicking.
You might be panicking.
He doesn't know yet.
Quietly on the inside.
Okay. Are you good to go?
I'm always panicking. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
it's my natural state.
Yeah, okay. We are a person down again, unfortunately. But this time, we are going on with the extra one-shot things that aren't really one-shots, but like a series of mini-adventures that sometimes may or may not be finished in one episode. That has yet to come.
Wait, I thought this was our pretty much backup adventures stuff that we're going to do, but
Pretty much,
characters
yeah.
could just fall out of and just disappear, and we would act like we wouldn't notice.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Isn't that what I said?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were still pretty much saying like these are kind of like one shots, and then we're done.
There
and
are
we're gonna...
connected one-shots that aren't really one-shots.
Gotcha.
More like a series of mini-adventures that might or might
Yeah.
not be finished in one episode.
As I know from the lore in this universe, apparently people just pop out of reality and everybody forgets about them.
Perfectly normal.
Yeah. The Fey world is like really closely related to this place, and sometimes you have to go through portals to get to the Fey world, and sometimes like this Fey world or other planes of existence just like snaps people up and they go like plop. And sometimes time passes when they're gone, and sometimes it doesn't.
Super weird.
No one knows.
Nobody really cares anyway,
no.
so.
And sometimes you get tossed out in other random places, and sometimes you should really stay away from your garden.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, has anyone taken down how many rat heads we now have? Because we were after 5.
We got 4.
Yeah, we got 4.
Noise. As I was reviewing my notes, I just recognized that. Yeah, I have my goals written down, but not my achievements yet. So.
Yeah, that's very bad.
Yeah.
So what are we saying? Are we diving right into it?
Yeah, sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
If people want to know what happened before, go watch it. We have it on history, on video on demand, man.
They killed 4 rats. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, we were all really that great.
We were all prisoners for various reasons. We just met, killed 4 rats. The Witcher's involved somehow. Also, I'm a little girl.
Little girl. Yes.
Yes, with that look. All right. So, you guys, you're in the sewer. And you have just disposed of some nasty rats.
Rats. We were in their territory.
Some
They're not
nasty, big, scary, giant rats that really want to take a bite out of you.
Yeah. The last thing I can remember is that Rufus had lifted a torch and was about to just carry on, but he also took Cloak with him because they were about to decapitate some rats.
Yeah, we kind of walked past you guys because we didn't want to see you chopping off heads.
What? But that's the best part.
Oh, well, Skinner will most likely just be holding his foot that's been bitten horrendously, and he'll be just yammering on, like, God damn, my foot got no dig down, and then that sort of thing.
Puck will walk up and see this. Cloak, can you heal? He needs healing. Cloak! What happened? Why can't you talk? Come here, he needs healing. His foot's messed up. Cloak!
I walk over to them. You should be more quiet.
Why?
There might be other things here.
Like more rats?
Other stuff they might attack.
Like what?
Stuff. I don't know.
My foot jacked up. I got my cartilage coming out, squat skirting everywhere. I need some goddamn gizzard help.
He needs a gizzard for help.
I start concentrating and start kind of moving my hands around and my staff, and I kind of think, and this magical creature, kind of lizard, appears, and it just kind of like hops off my hand and just kind of dives into his wound, and just there's this magical energy emanating from it, and you will be healed.
You will be healed.
Listen to me. You will be healed 7 points.
I'm full health. Wow. Thank you. I'll just look on my foot with astonishment. Because I can't do magic.
You said lizard, right? Not right.
What?
I have lizard friends. I have turtle friends.
You better?
Yeah, good.
Walk back.
I'm loading my crossbow.
I'll skip behind cloak.
You see a faint light in the distance.
Just getting further. I'll skip behind cloak.
Quick question, Rufus.
Mm-hmm.
What's your AC and passive perception?
AC is 16 and passive perception is 15.
Okay.
Yeah, your character's not in the group.
No. it's
Oh,
not.
right. I
Which
don't
is
think I got an invite to pass it over, so.
I can fix that.
I'll fix it. You do other stuff.
No. Is all of you, as you keep moving, you start to hear some more like screeching like sounds, like the sound of many tiny feet and claws moving on stone.
Lizards.
Moving towards us, or
You can hear it in front of you somewhere.
I move closer to the fire.
I'll be crouching down and aiming real carefully in front of me.
Who's carrying the heads, by the way?
Probably Skinner.
yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay. Oh, I mean, you are a lot bigger than Skinner, though.
Who, me?
Yeah, Skinner's a halfling, right? You're an Ergonasi, so you're
I'm
medium.
a water
he's small.
ganassi and I'm a little girl.
Oh, okay. So okay, you're still pretty small. We're all pretty tiny, by the way.
Yeah, I think Rufus is the biggest.
And he's an old man.
It's okay. Yun, that isn't here, and you haven't met him, her, they yet, is probably the most sizable of all of you.
Mm.
And that's a turtle.
Mm-hmm.
We could say this is an asset. I mean, we are working within a sewer system here. It's not exactly a big space, so.
No, but they're not there, so it's good that you're all like tiny and small and slim and not heavy on your feet.
Sure.
And like water dancing about. So yeah, what were you doing? You Cloak moved closer to the fire?
Yeah, I moved close to Rufus and just kind of. He's carrying a torch, right? So I just.
Yeah.
Was there some sort of a was there some sort of like corner to the corridor that we're on?
Yes, you can see turning left. Whatever I've said before, it's now left.
It sort of bends off to the left then. So
Yeah.
anybody who's stuck behind will slowly see the light disappear.
Yeah. Can I try to make out, either with nature or with my perception, what might actually be scurrying towards us? I mean, I would assume rats, but
Yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah, sure. Roll your nature.
All right.
Yeah, Rufus will probably stop and try to make out the sound a bit more to see where it's coming from, where it's going.
You may also roll your nature.
Nature.
I got a 14.
Actually, the 4 without all the ads is actually not that bad, I think.
That'll be 15 for Rufus.
He's a bomb.
Nice. Yes. Based on the rats you already met and seeing you in the sewer and
We have revival.
you were told it was a rat infestation, you think it's rats.
Right.
By the sound of it, it's more than a couple of rats, and it's a very light sound though, so they don't sound very big.
Okay, so it's probably smaller rats. Okay, then I just kind of grab my staff and kind of moved around, and there's this color coming from it, and I invoke the sound of cats. So you hear like.
Can you roll intimidation for me?
Sure thing. Do I roll it just my intimidation or?
You can roll intimidation. You should make it sound like it is more than one cat, right?
Yeah.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Ooh. Too crappy my charisma so low, but still. Ooh, that's still a pretty good roll, though. I get a 17.
17. As you make this sound of cats appear, you do notice there's a pause in the sound of like tiny feet. Then a bit more hurried sound, and it
Okay.
gets fainter for a moment.
There you go.
Rufus will sort of like get up from a crouch position and then start moving slowly again.
Right behind you.
And you continue walking. As you come around the corner, you can see this corridor opening up into a big room. It's kind of dark though. And as you do this, you hear this very faint but quite lovely sound of a flute. These dancing tones just dancing through the air. Almost like a lullaby. It's very soft and not at all fitting for a place like this. I would like you all to roll a wisdom save.
Ooh, that's my jam.
Save time. That's a natural 20.
22.
10.
20.
Skinner, you think this sound is extremely lovely. You would really like to hear this tune clearer than you can do at the moment. And you are very drawn to this sound. And it's all you can think about. You can only think about hearing more about this sound and pressing on forward till you can like just hear it clearly.
All right. Since I think I was furthest away from everybody. I think I will be walking across everybody. Like everybody can see me walking toward it. Like my crossbow will be lowered. I'll be like, "Oh, that's pretty, and I'll be just walking towards the music.
Rufus will put his staff out below his feet and see if he'll trip him.
Okay.
actually trying to trip.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I would like you to roll an make a melee attack roll, and Skinner a dex save, please.
Melee attack.
20.
Uh,
Not a natural 20, but 20 to get a
19.
Skinner, you see this stuff coming out from nowhere, and you go like, "What the fuck? No, I need to move on. I need to hear this sound." So you just like jump over it and keep going.
Ain't nobody gonna keep me away from my jam. And I'll just keep on going towards the pretty music.
Rufus will turn to Cloak and go, Does this coincide with rats?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Puck is dancing towards the sound as well.
Are we or am I aware that something magical has tried to kind of take hold of my brain as I was able to shake it off?
No,
Okay.
not at this point.
Well, then she doesn't know because
Yeah.
Skinner has been just doing his stuff. So she's like, well, this is probably just his jam. So yeah.
He's probably just taking point. We should follow him.
Yeah, I follow in the distance.
And you walk into this big room, and I would like you all to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
I should write this down.
There's the
that's
numbers I'm used
19.
to. That's a 6.
That's a 19 for Rufus as well.
16 for me.
Okay, and since I cannot remember numbers that's being tossed out loud anymore, I need to ask, did anyone get over 20? Okay, over 15.
Yeah,
Yeah.
19.
Yep, 19
19.
here.
And I got a 16.
Okay. What's your modifier, Skinner?
My modifier, it's +4 on dexterity.
Rufus?
Dexterity or initiative?
Initiative.
No, sorry. Oh, sorry. My dexterity modifier is +2. Sorry.
So +2 and +8. So Rufus, you are before Skinner. So it is. No, wait. Yes. Yes, Skinner at 19, then Rufus, then Cloak at 16.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And then it's Puck. Okay. Perfect. Yes. You come around this corner, and what you all see is this bigger room. They're like now kind of filled water. There's like lots of debris in it. It leads up to like the middle, and it splits off into one that keeps going forward, and two that splits off to the side, and all of the other sections there's a great blocking the access to the tunnels that leads on from this room. The room is about 30 by 50 feet. It's kind of big. And in the back of this room, you see this man-like shape sitting on some crates, and the sound of the flute is coming from that man. And Skinner, you keep moving forward, and you get into the room. Nothing happens to you. Who walked after Skinner? Rufus?
Puck
I think it's
probably.
probably Puck, yeah.
Okay, Puck. Puck. You have a lot of rats falling down upon you. But I assume your AC is more than 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
barely.
Yeah.
Fairly.
So these rats, they land on you, but you are not taking any damage from it.
Okay.
Skinner,
Mhm.
wisdom saving throw, please.
All right. 9.
9. You still really like this music.
This is my
Mm-hmm.
So you sit down because you just need to listen to it.
While my buddy is being engulfed by rats behind me, I'm just sorry, I can't help right now. You're too purty.
Too broad.
I'll
He
sit down.
haven't been
Yeah.
injured yet, so it's all fine.
All right, I'll sit down in the poo water, and I'll just have my shooter in my lap, and I'll just be mesmerized.
Rufus, what you do?
Seeing that Puck's been engulfed by rats, I suppose I will try to take an attempt to brush them off because I'm guessing that they're sticking to Puck.
Yeah, there's a lot of rats on Puck. Like, you could call
I'm
it
not
a swarm.
Yeah. I'm not sure what you would call it, but he's going to spend an action trying to like brush the rats off Puck.
You're actually brushing them, or just like,
Are you brushing,
Just
or are
like
you like
or like
swatting them?
monk grabbing, like.
Yeah, grabbing and sort of like pushing them off. Yeah.
Do a melee attack. That's fine. Do a melee attack.
Melee attack. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not going to be great. That's what's that? 6.
6.
Mm.
Your hands are like everywhere, but so are the rats, and you think you have it, and it's gone, and you think you have it, and it's gone, and that's the hair. Okay, you should not pull that.
Mm-hmm.
Hair. I don't actually think Puck had hair. Thinking of it. No, she did.
Puck, are you okay?
Yeah, all these rats are on me, and I don't know why. Thank you for trying to get them off.
They're very fidgety.
Yeah, I know. It's uncomfortable. Skinner, help.
I can't right now, baby girl. It's too pretty.
That's it. That's all Rufus does in his turn, anyways.
All these rats that's been moving about, they get a bite of you. And you can feel like lots of these tiny teeth just like pricking your skin as they bite you. And you take...
Wait, did
It's
was
a
it-
19.
Okay, hold on. It's 19.
Yeah.
And my AC is 13. So as they hold on one second.
Yeah.
Nope, yep. Okay, yep. All right, how much do I take?
You take... wait, my dice. Dice? Oh, sorry, it was 21 even.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, then that misses.
I forgot the modifier. You take 6 points of damage.
Ah, they're biting! Skinner! Help!
Not right now. Not right now.
No!
Just one more song.
No,
One more
no.
song.
Your teeth are sharp.
The best part's coming.
Fuck!
He's going for the solo. Wait.
Skinner!
Hmm?
At the sound of your friend being injured, you snap out of this like dreamlike haze of listening to this stupid song.
All right.
You can move next round.
Okay.
And out from the shadows comes 2 more big rats.
Big rats.
Yeah, big rats. And one moves up and tries to bite Rufus.
What did he do to them?
AC 11.
It's a good question.
Misses.
I think. Wait, is there a modifier to this? I don't know my modifiers. There is. It is not 11. It is 15.
Still misses.
Okay, good. And a somewhat smaller rat comes up and tries to bite Cloak.
I'm way in the back.
Yeah, it comes up from behind you. I think you made the cat noises. AC 14.
Misses.
And it misses. Yes. Cloak. What do you do?
I look at the rat and I look annoyed at the fact that it's trying to bite me, and I go like, go, and I'll can I? Because Puck is still covered in rats, right? Can I send a swarm of my bugs to kind of surround the rats that are surrounding her and have them only attack the rats?
Do you make an attack roll for it?
No, the rats will have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Puck, I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw then with advantage.
Okay.
And the
Oh,
rats
we're
are also...
already doing this? I was just more or less kind of...
Yes,
if
you
I'm-
can. Well, you kind of can-ish. Not completely, because they're in the same space as Puck, and they are moving about. They're not standing still.
Okay, well, I'm worried about Puck because there's like, I hear a lot of chomping on her, and so yeah, I'll try to help her.
This is as a 15.
Oh, there you go. There you make it.
And the rats, what did you say?
Need-
Wisdom?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. So that's a 14.
They also make it. Okay, then nothing happens.
Oh.
Puck's just standing there covered in bugs and rats like, this is the worst!
Puck, it's your turn. What do you do, Puck?
Would I have to disengage to get away from them? Or can I even do that? Am I considered grappled or something?
No, I think you can.
Attempt to dive maneuver.
It doesn't say that you it doesn't say that you can't, so I'm gonna assume that you can.
Okay, and how deep is the water?
7 feet.
Okay. And am I in the water?
You are on the water, dancing on top of the debris.
Okay.
So there's like
I'll-
half a foot of debris as well on top of the surface.
Okay, I'll disengage, jump in the deep part of the water, and swim away 30 feet underwater.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You have a bunch of rats that you just like. And there's now a bunch of rats where you previously were standing, but going like, squeak. What's going on?
Yep, and she'll just stay under the water.
Yeah. Skinner, what'd you do?
Question. Now that I've snapped out of the
Yeah.
song, do I recognize that it was affecting my mind in a
Yes.
non-natural manner? Okay. Well, in that case, I'll kind of snap out of it in kind of an infuriated state, and I'll just kind of, oh, that was bullshit! Goddamn, sorry, I'm a corporate. And I'll just shoot my crossbow at the musician.
Yeah, roll your attack.
Fucking bards.
They're the
Barking been
worst.
bullshit. Damn corporate plagiarists.
This will be your last encore.
Let's see. Sorry. 22.
Oh,
That's a
nice.
hit. Roll your damage.
Yeah. Um,
Bill.
10.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a big old arrow right in your gut.
Yeah. That'll teach you to play shitty music.
Not even that good. Yeah.
Goddamn Kid Rock cover band.
I'm sure rats will dig this shit. Yeah.
Well, the arrow hits, and this creature stops playing for a moment and looks up at you. And as it looks up, you see two eyes that slightly glows in the dark stare back at you.
Question.
Yes.
Do I recognize that as a member of my hated my favorite enemy,
What is your
Yeah.
favorite enemy?
orcs, and also goblinoids?
Nope.
Musicians.
This is not a goblinoid creature.
Damn it.
Oh, shucks.
In fact, the shape is looking very, very humanoid.
Mm.
And it has like doesn't seem to be wearing any armor. It actually seems to be wearing some really common clothes, with a shirt that's red.
It's going to be a lot more red in a minute.
It's like this dark red color. It has like this semi hood that goes up like here, just as an extra like piece of it. In blue, and it wears a belt over it and like some long trousers. This kind of nondescript. The hair is really, really thin and short, and looks like it's been falling off in pieces. And he looks really gaunt.
Nasty.
Yeah,
Well, now he has a crossbow bolt in his gut.
yeah.
Mhm.
A crossbow just sticking out of the shoulder. Rufus, what do you do?
Rufus is being currently attacked by a giant rat.
Yeah.
So he's going to deal with that first. Let's see. Turn. Yeah, he's going to bring the quarterstaff down upon it because it's annoying.
Roll your attack.
His attack is 16.
16, that's a hit.
Your-
Roll your damage.
Your audio sounds really messed up there, Optic.
My side, is it still bad?
Oh, yeah, it's
better.
good now.
Or it's maybe just a wee bit. Right, rolling damage now. Let's see. Is it D6? He's bringing this down with two hands, so it's a D8 actually. 9 damage.
9 damage.
Nice.
Well, this smack that you're doing,
Mhm.
it seems to whack it good. Because it goes limp.
Squish.
Yeah. And you hear this distinct crack that sounds like a spine snapping
Ooh.
under the
Oh.
force of the blow.
Oh dear. I knew this was overkill. He turns the cloak and goes, I didn't mean too strong.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that will be his turn now.
Cloak. You see this little rat trying to bite you.
Little rat.
Yeah, the smaller rat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Uh,
Stop it!
and it doesn't seem to find your feet. It's like trying and darting forward, and just like, and you're like dancing about, just almost stepping on it.
Okay, and it's like a really just a regular size rat.
Yeah. It looks big for being regular size, but it's a regular size rat. Yes.
Can I understand what it's saying to me? Why it's attacking me?
Can you speak with animals?
Well, I can speak with tiny animals,
Tiny
so
animals.
I would assume that this
Yeah,
rat
that
falls
is-
under that category.
Yes, it does. Basically, what you're understanding from it is stand still, stop moving, stand still, stop moving. Let me bite you.
Okay.
It's not your turn yet.
Okay.
Where Pack was previously standing,
Sorry.
there's like this swarm of rats, momentarily confused, but laying eyes on Rufus, and they move on to you.
You killed our mommy.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
And
I'm gonna kill your paw.
and they move up on you. They climb your legs and just get all this grip upon your clothing and your skin. You can feel the claws like just grabbing on and climbing up you. And they all try to bite you for a whooping 8.
Is
AC
this
8.
AC? Oh, oh no. Yeah, no, it's gonna miss.
oh, god damn it. Yes. Cloak. No, wait, we have a big guy. This guy who just had like a crossbow bolt, like piercing his shoulder, looks at Skinner, and he, with intention, starts playing his flute again.
Ah, hell.
Actually, I need everyone to make what's it called? Wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm 30 feet away and underwater.
You're underwater. You get advantage.
Okay.
Rufus is partly deaf.
Skinner got a 4.
Oh well, it's alright. I don't need that. That's a natural 20 anyway. So
21.
Must have been just the solo that sucked because I'm now back into loving it.
I got an 18.
18. Oh, well.
Yet again.
Skinner.
Hmm?
Yet again, this song is really fucking amazing.
Mhm.
And this guy who's playing it is just also amazing. You cannot understand why the hell would you shoot an arrow at him? You're so embarrassed. And you realize that, like, the people you came down with here, for some reason, seems to be hating the rats that are obviously this person's friends. How dare they attack these rats? You really think that you should help the rats get rid of these intruders?
Mhm.
Cloak and Rufus, because you are above the surface of the water, you feel the magic actually trying to affect you of this song. And you realize that whatever he's doing with that flute is magical. And for a moment, you both felt like this tug on your beings, on your souls, and you felt like you should be liking this guy. And then you realize, no, wait, that's not my emotions. That's not my feelings. We're not doing that. We're not having that.
I prefer country.
My man.
I like Enya.
You don't notice any of this.
Skinner.
But you don't notice any of this. You hear some distorted sound through the water. You think it's that goddamn flute again, but you're
Okay.
not completely sure because blob.
And do I have any idea that flute had anything to do with how Skinner was acting earlier? Like, no?
No,
Okay.
no, you don't even see Skinner being affected at the moment because you're
Okay.
underwater and there's debris, so you have a limited view. Cloak, it's your turn.
Right. How far am I away from this guy?
The flute guy,
Yeah.
maybe 50 feet.
50 feet. Okay.
Yeah, let's go with 50.
Wait, what's my movement again? Oh, there you go. I run towards him.
Yep.
and I use my action to dash. So I move 50 feet, and I'm right up in front of it.
Yeah.
Don't you be using your magic to hurt these little pretty animals.
Okay, and what do you do?
I can't do anything else because I spend
Okay.
my action and I don't
Yeah.
really have a bonus action or
No.
something.
Just a wee micey voice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Just to be fair, the rat that was trying to bite me probably gets an attack of opportunity on me.
That is true. It does. AC 13.
Misses.
It does not succeed in biting you, and you hear this. Stop moving! Yes, Puck.
How far away am I from all the enemies?
You have a rat that's probably like 20, 30 feet away from you.
And that's it?
And you have a swarm of rats that's about 35 feet away from you. Maybe 40.
Okay, and how far is Captain Flutie?
70, 80.
Okay, I'll surface, just like, and then I'll pull out my hand. And is anybody near me? Would they be able to see me or no?
Rufus might be able to see you.
Okay, well,
But he's also
Ruf-
covered in lots of rats. So
Yeah,
might
he's a
not.
bit distracted, so he
Okay.
is.
then you wouldn't see.
And
But,
however, from where you're standing,
Hmm?
you cannot quite see the guy with flute because you're in this tunnel and it blocks the view a bit because he's in the corner of the room.
I'll pull out my wand and I'll like push my hand across the water and shoot a ray of frost that just like jetsons across the water, just like shooting up icicles as it goes flying across towards the swarm of rats.
Yeah, roll your attack.
Okay. Let me see here. Ray of frost +5. Got it. That's a 14.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
That misses Rufus, just to let you know.
That's that is 3, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And then like fucking Rambo style will just sip right back down into the water. Just staring at them with glowing blue eyes the whole time.
Skinner.
Well, if you describe me being under its influence and like being disturbed by this group of people disturbing his lovely little creatures here, and Cloak just like ran like from in front of me, right in front of this like this idol, this perfect artist of a being that's marinating us with his sweet songs and trying to stop him. We can't have none of that. And I'll stand up from my sitting position and I'll be like, "You son of a bitch, you done goof now, boy." And I pull out my Crocodile Dundee knife and I start going towards Cloak. And
you can reach.
Okay. Well, in that case, well, how much choice do I have in the sense that do I have to attack somebody, or can I just try to use maybe intimidation or something like that, like trying to entice them from?
You don't have to attack, but you wanna stop them.
Okay. Well, I'll grapple her. I'll basically try to grapple her with a knife and be like, "You ain't interrupting this man's angelic voice, you son of a bitch."
Roll. What's would that be? It would be a melee attack, right? To hold on.
It's a athletics check against his either athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so it's
all right.
10.
I roll athletics.
Yeah.
That's 22.
Oh, well, Skinner here tries to
don't
grab
touch
onto
it.
you, and you're like, no, no, shush, shush, don't touch me.
But I'll be spewing this like accusatory stuff at her, so maybe she'll understand that I'm under its influence again. So I'm not just out of the blue just attacking her, but I'm just like, oh, leave this man be, you witch!
Rufus, what do you do?
Rufus up next, yeah. Oh, he's covered in rats now. Was it? Did Puck actually target the swarmer rats then?
Yep.
The one that was on Puck is the one that she targeted.
Yeah,
Yeah, which are now
Okay,
on
yeah.
Rufus.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're now Rufus.
right. Let me see. Well, this is going to be a concern for him. So, yeah, I think he's just gone to start wheeling on these things to get rid of them because they're annoying.
Yeah, roll your melee attack.
Go for the quarterstaff again. Two
All right,
hands.
sure. Try to hit them with your quad stuff.
I really could roll this dice more often. That's a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you should.
Roll your damage.
Yeah, right. So this is the first time I've ever done a crit, so you'll have to let me know how this works.
Double dice.
Double dice, yeah.
Double the dice, right?
Yep.
So 7 doubled, which is 14 plus 3.
They fucking explode.
Yeah, 17.
17.
17.
Okay, yeah. It does quite a lot of damage. You surprised that it doesn't do as much damage as you thought you would hit them, because you hit with really good precision,
Mm.
and you
If-
get several of them with like one sweep.
Yeah.
Wait, doing math. I'm doing math. But you do manage to get about half of the rats off you.
Noticing that they're still moving, he's just going to lay into them again. So he'll use his off. He'll just start like kicking a few of them for his extra attack.
Roll your attack.
It's a natural 1.
You
The armor
stub
comes
your
back around again.
toe against the ground, trying to like kick at them. You take 1 point of damage.
Oh no!
Because you have a stubbed toe. It hurts like fuck.
Ah!
Oh, a piece of Lego. Ow, ow, ow.
Damn it!
That would be 5 points of damage.
Of course, I would do more damage to myself than these bloody rats.
Well, with that said, it's the rest turn. How about a little nice 14 to hit?
Rufus?
Yeah.
The rat's targeting Rufus. Yeah, that's a miss.
And
It just can't get us through his rippling muscles.
Puck.
Yeah.
You were doing almost a really, really good job with hiding in the water. But when you came up for air, one little rat noticed you.
Okay.
And it comes to try to bite you.
Okay.
Just like swimming through the water. For a whooping 17 AC.
That would hit, but Puck will see it, move her arm, and then a bunch of the water will coalesce into like an ice shield
Yep.
that kind of concaves around, and
Yep.
it'll just into the shield.
Uh,
Just squeak. And the big man with the flute. Yeah, he puts away his flute, and you start seeing him transform. And he grows some short fur where the previous were skin. His ears move up and transform into this pointier shapes that sits just higher on the hair on the head. You can see this little small fuzz being fur-like, almost hair-like on the top of the head. The nose and mouth just transform into this more like longer shape, and it moves up and becomes smaller, and the teeth moves to the center front and become longer. The hands and arms become slightly longer but also more muscular, and you can see the fingers just turning into like this shaped claws.
We're dead.
And these glowing eyes just keep staring at you.
Well, nice knowing you. I don't have any silver on me.
Grandma?
And he pulls out a sword, a short sword that looks fairly rusty. Cloak. Yeah.
Question. He stopped playing the flute. Does that affect my mental condition in any way?
That's a very good question. I forgot this, but you may roll your wisdom save again. And since he stopped playing, you may roll with advantage.
Ooh.
Because I forgot, so I'm being generous.
19 plus 1, so 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
you snap out of it.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say-
Oh. Well, I'll feel quite embarrassed about having a knife at a friend of mine. Or a comrade or whatever.
And you realize it happened again.
Yeah.
But this time it seemed to have affected you stronger.
Have I ever seen anything like what I'm seeing in front of me right now with this shapeshifter?
Roll your intelligence check, please. Cloak.
Yeah.
You can roll in nature if you like, because you're also up close.
Ooh. That is a 19.
And
Skinner, what did you roll?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Right now, nothing really rings a bell. Cloak, you think this looks like a big giant rat.
Okay.
In Master Splinter.
Where the
We don't even
turtles?
have our Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
Cloak, it was your turn.
All right. I look at him, and I her like one clear view seeable eye just kind of squints, and she looks actually for the first time really angry, and I'll murmur some words, and I'll just you hear this and this thunder comes out from her.
Yeah?
And I'll make sure that I don't hit Skinner.
He's behind you anyway.
Yeah, there you go. So he will have to roll a Constitution saving throw, 13 or higher.
A 13.
Ah, God dang
No,
it.
14 even.
Ah, God dang it. But then he still gets damage.
Yeah, how much?
Ooh, that's not bad. That is 15, so half of 15 is 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah? Yes, Skinner. No, Puck.
Yeah.
Puck. Go.
Is that low rat still near me, or was that part of Rufus's thing?
No, it's still near you.
Huh?
It's a separate rat.
Separate rat.
Yeah.
And it's still near me?
Yeah.
Okay. What do I do here? See if I miss. Dang. I don't know.
Drown it.
Yeah, I wish. Let's see here. And it's like right up on me, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, next space next to you.
Space next to me. Oh, that's not gonna work. All my stuff is ranged, man. I guess I have to disengage and run away. I'll go run up, get out of the water, and go like 10 feet behind Rufus. Try to keep Rufus between me and the rat.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
all I can do.
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Skinner.
I was looking over my abilities and the like, and I don't really seem to have all too much anything that could really help. I was wondering if the most helpful thing that I could possibly do, even though it's not anything that I specialize in, and maybe it's a carryover from our other campaign, but I'm thinking of if I could successfully grapple him, if that could help others in any way.
Well, you can always try grappling him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think it does help you.
yeah. I think in Skinner's mind, falling under the song's influence, then breaking out of it only to fall into it again, and the second time so hard that he was about to harm one of his compatriots in here. He is so kind of ashamed with himself over what he became in that moment, that he is kind of like throwing away certain sense of self-preservation, and he's lunging forward. Oh, you son of a bitch! And I'll just like try and just with my stout halfling frame, just but I can try to grapple something that's one size like bigger than me, anyway. So I'll try.
Yep.
Um,
Roll your athletics.
Oh boy, we don't have any inspiration points, do we?
Not yet.
Ah, hell. That's a miserable 8. But he
Well-
could always roll less.
Well, as a matter of fact, he does.
Oh, boom!
Yeah.
There
He
you
rolled a
go.
mighty 6.
Oh, there we go. I'll try to grapple him and just be a nuisance and.
So yeah, you got a grapple on him.
Yeah, there you go.
Rufus, what you doing?
Rufus still has to deal with his rat problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, after stubbing his toe, it's sort of like that's it. He just sort of gets the staff and he tries to attack the rats again to see if
Yep.
he can get rid of them.
Roll your attack.
That is a 14 to hit.
14. That's a hit.
14 hits.
I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna say it's a hit.
Right. 8 points of damage.
8 points. You knock some more rats off. There are even less rats on you now.
Mm-hmm. Now he's going to take the opportunity to try and kick a few more of them off as well. See if we can get rid of these things because they are annoying. That one's not as good. That's a 10.
It's enough.
It's enough.
It's enough.
That's going to be a D4. That's going to be another 4 points of damage.
Another 4 points of damage. They're quite hurt. They're still on you. But there's not that many left. Yes. And it is their turn. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, it's only fair. I did it to them.
But since it's less than half, you only have 1d6 in the bite attack. However,
nice.
you take 6 points of damage.
6 points of
6
damage.
points of piercing damage.
That's a big nasty bite.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Still lots of rats, they're still biting. Chum chum. Really good rolls for me this time. I feel kind of bad about it.
You should.
Rat guy tries to break out of the grapple.
All right.
How about a 18?
Come on, Skinner.
15.
Ah, dang.
He breaks loose.
No.
Does this count as an action?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it did its job, basically.
Yeah.
I wasted his action.
Yeah. He is. Yes, he would. He is trying to make a run for it.
Ooh,
So
attack of
both
opportunity.
Cloak of Skinner, you get an attack of opportunity.
Well, I'll have my my crossbow isn't loaded.
Nope.
So I have my crocodile Dundee knife.
Are we flanking him?
Not quite.
Okay. Dang it.
Well, it's one of these things where it's like, well, my knife isn't magical or silver, so it can't damage him anyway.
No, you cannot.
Yeah, so it's like you can
But your
just.
character doesn't know that.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
So
I was
please
just
roll your
thinking of-
attack. Anyway, roll your to hit.
Well, goddamn. That's 17.
17. Oh, come on, cat. You're on my AC. Move. Is there a dog there? No, there's not a dog there. Good, I can put you on the ground. 17 you said, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so your weapon strikes, and you can swear that it was a hit, but it doesn't leave any marks on him. He does not seem injured.
I'll make a mental note of this.
See, it's still worth attacking you. You might learn something.
Yeah.
Cloak. What you do?
I think I also hit him. It is 22.
Yeah, that's it.
Boonk. I hit him with my staff.
Same there. You notice your staff. It does no damage. It seems to just like bounce off him.
Was my magic doing damage to it? Oh, okay.
Do I notice any of this by any chance or no?
Well, you're above ground now, so yeah. Or above water, I should say.
Yeah.
So you see these two attacks clearly striking him, not doing any damage. Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a tiny rat chasing Puck and running up and trying to take a bite at you. 16 to hit.
Fucking arm, water, shield.
Okay, it does not hit. You like
Fucking Chihuahua, just.
just push it.
Yeah.
Cloak, it's your turn.
Look, I call out, but only in Cloak's way, like it can only be hurt by magic, and she just casts magic on it. How far away from me is it?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so it's still within range. So I move 20 feet in its direction, and I send my insects, my magical insects, to hurt him.
Okay, roll.
It needs to
that's a
roll
Constitution, right?
a Constitution saving throw.
It's a fail.
All right. Yeah. So it gets 5 points of damage,
Nice, nice.
and it moves either 5 feet north, south, east, or west. Do I get to roll, or do you want to roll?
You can roll. It's fine.
Okay. So it moves 5 feet south. Is that in my direction or in another direction?
It's slightly down from you.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Puck.
I will attack the rats that are on Rufus
Yep.
with Ray of Frost.
Yes. Roll for it.
Yeah, that's 10.
10 is just a hit.
Oh, it hits?
Roll your damage.
Wow. Fucking 1, but now they fucking can't move or some shit. I don't know.
Here, that one's probably more damage than I've done in the entirety to them.
Yeah. 1 damage. Yeah. Skinner.
Hmm?
It's your turn.
Oh, bonus action. I'm gonna
Okay.
say, "Fucking help me!"
Well, in that case, when I see that my knife doesn't do anything, and did I hear Cloak saying the magic comment?
Yeah, you're probably the
You
only
would
one
have
that
heard.
heard it because I'm
Yeah.
you were close to me.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be like, "Oh, magic! Oh, goddamn!" And then I hear the screams for help, and I'll use my bonus action to
Yeah.
to reload my crossbow, and I'll shoot at the harassing party at the direction of the cries for help.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. That's only 13.
13 is enough to hit, though.
3.
Well, that's good enough. You pierce this little rat, and the bolt just goes right through it and shoots it away.
Oh. I'll after doing that, I'll just give Puck a little wink, just like that.
Puck will be like, "Thank you, Skinner."
Damn straight.
Rufus, it's your turn.
Still flailing, I suppose.
Yeah, roll your attack.
You get rid of these rats because they're never going to go away.
really like
10 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep. This is with the quarterstaff. And that's only 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. They're resilient. They're not quite off yet.
Yep.
There's a few left.
Just too many. I'll go for another wee sort of like kick, shove, wherever,
Yeah.
try to get rid of them.
Roll your attack.
Let's see. That one's not great either. 5, 6, 7. 7 to hit.
Ooh, that's a miss.
Hmm.
You do manage to avoid stubbing your toe.
Yeah, well, that was a 2. So that was pretty close. And this time he's just getting annoyed with this whole rigmarole, so he's going to, if possible, jump out of the square that they're in, like step back a square, so he's still in their influence, but they're not on top of him, if that's possible.
Well, they're kind of on you.
So they'll follow me.
So they will follow on you.
So he steps back 1 square, and there's still rats on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes it the rat's turn. They really don't like you. Ooh. How about a 19 to hit?
That hits.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Rufus sort of lets out a scream of pain and falls down to 1 knee.
They're biting you.
So you hear it. Oh God! Yeah! And then he just sort of like, you hear him sort of, well, I suppose you would see him drop down to 1 knee.
Cat, now you're on my initiative order.
There we go.
I think it's a little big rat's turn, like a rare rat's turn. Come on, Cat, you need to move. You can be there. Be on my crochet. No, don't step everywhere. God damn it, cat. What just happened?
Nothing.
No, something happened.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah,
Sorry for the random images going completely out of screen. I think it's back. Because my cat stepped on my keyboard and like minimized all the windows. So everything got fucked up. But I think I fixed it. Yeah, there we go. Stream is back working. The rat guy. He runs for it again. And he gets to the grate. And you see him pull out a key, unlock the gate in this grate that's been covering the whole entrance to one of the tunnels, step through it and close it behind him and lock it again. He's now on the other side of this great gate. Yes. Cloak. What do you do?
Do I hear Rufus go down?
Yes.
Okay, then how far away from me is he?
Not way too far. You could probably reach him if you wanted to.
Yeah, within one turn.
Yeah.
Are there any rats still there?
Yeah. He still has some rats on him.
Hmm. Okay. How far away is the big rat guy from me?
The one that ran away.
Yeah.
He's 40 feet away.
40 feet away. Okay. I don't feel comfortable. Do I think I could beat the rats off of him with my stick?
Yeah, you think you might hit them. They don't seem to be that resilient.
Yeah, but can I get all of them off with my stick, or?
There's a fair chance.
All right, then I'll run towards him, and I'll start hitting them off with the stick.
Yeah, roll your attack.
Come on. That is 14.
That's a hit. Roll your damage.
That is 6 points of damage.
That's enough. You get the last rats off him.
Right, I look worried at him, and
he's just sort of like he's kind of whimpering from the pain, but he's holding these really nasty gaping bites.
Yeah, I'll kind of kneel down next to him, but that's my turn.
Yeah. Puck. What do you do?
What's left?
There's a big rat guy running away on the other side of a lock gate. That's about what's left.
So all the big and small rats are pretty much taken care of.
Yeah.
How far am I from the gate?
If you ran forward, you're probably like 40, 50 feet away.
I'll just use my bonus action to get to the gate.
Yeah, you get to the gate.
Actually, I'll use my action and movement to get to the gate. Can I use my bonus action to like look at the lock, see if it's open, jangle it, do something?
Yeah, you can shake the gate to try to open it, and it's locked.
Okay. Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Skinner, what do you do?
Well, how far am I from the gate?
30
Just
feet,
in.
more or less.
Hell. Then I couldn't make it out with my regular movement. In that case, I know I can't pretty much, even though I could like shoot a bolt at the guy, I know that it won't harm him really. I don't really have any special abilities that can help in these kind of like tricky situations. So I guess I'll use my action to dash to the gate, just so
Yeah.
that I'll be there while he's still close, even though I won't have any more room to actually do anything else.
Yeah.
Because I move 25, and if it's 30 away, I'll have to dash.
You're next, Puck. Because he was Pucked. No, Cloak. Who was it that shook the gate?
I
That
think
was
it's
Puck near the gate, wasn't
that was
it?
Puck.
Yeah, so you're next to Puck now.
It's probably the red guy now.
Yeah, Rufus, it's your turn.
Is there, well, where he's standing, is there like a pillar or a wall close by?
There's a wall fairly close by.
Yeah,
Maybe 10 feet.
he sort of shakingly puts the staff down and sort of gets himself up onto his feet and sort of stumbles over to the wall and just leans on the wall.
Yeah.
And he's like, I really hate rats.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's about all he could probably muster.
And this rat guy, in his voice, he whispers through the gate. Next time, you're mine. And then he runs away. And rounds a corner, and then he's out of sight.
I wish I was Gemini right now.
I'll squeeze my hand through the bars, and I'll yell at him like, "Next time I'll stop a model, you sorry ass son of a bitch, goddamn!" I'll just add a promo.
What did he say?
Lots of profanity.
Hi, Mr. Ratman.
You're out of initiative.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just yelling and pointing.
How far away is he from me and us?
Now he's 60 feet around the corner away.
Oh, he's around the corner?
Yeah.
So we can't see him at all.
No.
Okay, let's go start taking rat heads.
Yeah.
Rufus just sort of turns to Cloak and goes, well, at least we've got plenty of rat heads.
Yeah, Cloak is kind of supporting you, so she's already kind of hunched, so she kind of just pushes herself under your arm and just allows you to kind of lean on her.
And it's sort of like it's sort of a reluctant sort of thing. It's like, yeah, don't you worry about me. Sure, okay.
and she'll kind of murmur something, and I'm not sure if you hear it, but
Roll for deafness. That's natural 20. He's deaf.
okay. So yeah.
Yeah, you collect some rat heads. Puck's doing it. Who else was doing it?
Not me.
I have the
Cloak.
4 separate heads on me at this
Okay.
point in time, so I'll look for a moment when everybody else is kind of busy, and even though charisma is my dump stat, my charisma is a lousy 7, so I have -2 on my charisma. I'll still feel like I feel the guilt still kind of weighing on me, and if I notice that Cloak is kind of separate maybe from everybody else, just even a little bit, I'll kind of just walk up to her and I'll just put my hand on her shoulder and I'll just be, Wow, I sure am sorry for the whole knife thing. I didn't mean to cut open your and it was all like gibber magic, mumbo jumbo. Zip of the doodah, zip of the day. You know how it goes. That was an apology, basically.
Rufus just sort of taps you on the shoulder.
As her kind of her big blue eye just looks at you, and she kind of says like, "It's okay. Your mind wasn't yours."
I'll just nod at her and I'll just tap her on the upper back, and I'll just walk off.
Puck. You're collecting some rat heads, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you find one more big rat head.
Mhm.
You find a smaller rat head from the rat that was biting you.
I keep that one.
And you find a lot of even smaller rat heads on the rats that's been biting on both you and Rufus.
I give all the rat heads to Skinner.
There's about a dozen of them.
Question.
Yes.
When I did the thunder wave or thunder strike or what's it called again? Thunder wave, yeah. You mentioned that he put away his harp or his flute that he was playing. Did he just put it somewhere in his pocket, or did he drop it, or what?
No,
did
he
do?
put it in the pocket.
Okay, so there's
It's
no
not
chance
there,
that
no.
that it's kind of blew it out of him or something, or
No, sorry.
there you go. Okay,
It's not there.
no, okay. If that would have happened, then I
You
would
would
have
like
probably
it.
gone looking for it in the sewage. But then I probably say to Rufus like, I think we should get out of here. You're very hurt.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly fine. He just tries to stumble off of her by himself, gets a few steps, stops on the staff. Yeah, maybe I need a bit of help. Yeah.
I again support him and kind of maybe we should get the others. There might be more things on the way back.
Yeah. He sort of taps the staff in the ground and goes, it's everybody else ready to go?
Yeah.
I'll just hold off like a giant like bunch of the rat heads. I'm like, we're good.
At least we have the rat heads. And you literally just hear Rufus complaining the whole way down the tunnel of how he just want to see rats again, or even in his vicinity.
Yeah.
How many rat heads do we actually now have?
You have, if Puck gave you all the rat heads, you have also 13 more rat heads. One
13.
Bigger and 12 smaller, because Puck kept one.
Okay. I'm looking at them. I wonder if 5 rat heads would equal 1 token, if we can get extra tokens from extra rat heads, but I know I can't be sure about how to convert these heads into
She did mention that if we go through extra effort, we would get more, yes.
Oh, that's good.
We should probably mention the guy who plays the flute. He seems to be riling them up.
But she'll make us come back here and we'll have to deal with more rats.
I have to agree with Puck on this one.
I don't want to do that.
But the rats need to be free.
They were free. They were free and biting me, and I hated it. Rufus doesn't like him either.
No.
Okay.
I guess we reach the gate where the guard is.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, if you were walking back, seeing you didn't have to walk that far, didn't take that many turns, I think yes, you managed to reach the guard and the gate.
Rufus gets the gate. It's like, get me the hell out of here! This place is fucking disgusting. Rats everywhere.
Dude, it's a sewer. It's supposed to be disgusting.
Yeah, well, rats are not supposed to attack this viciously.
Like, he looks at you like, what do you expect from me? We told
Open
you
the
it was a rat
door!
infestation.
Open the door!
Of course the rats attack if there's an infestation.
Did,
What,
did
you
your
think we
grandmother
should be
never
down
teach you to
there
respect
from
the old folk?
Did your mother never teach you to not commit a crime?
Sadly, no.
Well,
I don't know my mother.
any other adult in your life?
What's an adult?
I drowned one.
Adult? The guard was about to unlock the gate, but when you say you drowned one, he just looks at you like, maybe I shouldn't do this. You drowned an adult?
Huh? No, one of these. I pull out the rat head. This one bit me.
Thanks God, I don't have to deal with any of that more bullshit. And he opens the gate.
Yeah, we got a catcher today. I have all the rat heads.
Yeah, very good. Right, if you head down that street until you get to the square with the fountain, and then go to the right until you get to the building with the double porch. Right there, you should be able to find Captain Geralt. He will help you.
Captain Geralt,
Thank you
okay.
kindly. No, I'll just start going.
And you might wanna clean yourself up in a bit,
Enough out of you whippersnapper.
or don't. And
Sort of stumbles a few steps and keeps pushing himself along with his staff.
maybe get yourself a wheelchair.
Mm.
He
Did
closes
you-
the gate behind you when you all left.
Look, he didn't hear that.
Yeah. Do you follow the directions?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Cloak's still supporting our crippled old man.
Yeah. Well, as you make your way down the street, the few people that's out still, they actually seem to dodge you and avoid you. You get a feeling they might think that you smell of it.
Rufus, as you're kind of leaning on Cloak, even though you might not want to, you feel like under her clothing, it feels kind of weird, and it feels kind of lumpy and yeah, not like you would expect it or we're hoping that it probably would.
Hmm. Do you work out, Cloak? You seem pretty buff. Well, I don't know worries.
Eventually, you all reach this double porched house that was described.
On the way there,
Yeah.
Is there any fresh water? Like anywhere? Just fresh
Yeah,
water?
in the
hanging out?
fountain.
I will shape water and use it to just splash all of us to try and get some of the gunk crap off.
You get about most of the gunk off.
Oh god damn! Oh,
And those of you who weren't wet are now soaked.
I'll join in on the groveling. Just, damn it. Just,
No, you smell better now, though. You smell real bad.
oh, that was so cold. Oh, it's
I
all
love-
over.
I've lost my
Oh.
manly odor.
Cloak seems fine with it. She's like, yeah, it's much better.
Yeah. So you walk down the street and you get to the double porched. And as you get there, you see this man. He's wearing like the city guard armor and everything. Like well, not quite. He has a breastplate on. he has like a long sword sitting like on his belt and is hanging next to him, and he's just sitting there on a chair on the porch, feet up on the railing of the porch, and has like a straw hat that's pulled down, and you can like see him just like sitting there relaxing. And roll a perception
Oh.
check.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
not great.
horrible.
yeah, terrible.
6.
Like a 7.
7.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
We don't see shit.
Yeah, I'm just getting
I got
water
water
out
in
of
my
my
eye.
eyes.
And yeah, he sits there, straw hat pulled down low, and that's all you notice.
All right. Well, I was planning on tossing the heads into his lap anyway.
Are you tossing the heads in?
Yeah, I have them in a bunch. And I'll just,
Can you
there we
roll
go.
dexterity roll for me, please? Dexterity roll.
Just dexterity.
Yeah.
10.
As you toss them towards him, you think they're gonna land right on top of his legs. But as you toss them, he puts down his legs and just like turns out to the side and land on the floor, and he goes like, leaves his hat. Really? Really?
Yeah, there's a rat head. We gotta go up to get out of the pipes.
Yeah, what he said.
Really? You threw rats on me?
Does he have white hair?
You don't get got.
No. He does not have white hair.
Yellow eyes?
No. Brown eyes.
You
But
sure?
he's blonde.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You say
let
so.
down.
Yeah, I say so. I say so.
We could have used if he had a silver sword. We could have used him.
Yeah.
Mhm,
He's gonna
sure
toss
you
him a coin.
Yeah.
Toss a coin to your what's-her?
I toss a rat heads to him.
I guess you are the new recruit, eh?
Well, weren't you the son of a bitch that showed us where in the goddamn pipeline underneath the...
He shifts his hat a little bit better. Well, I suppose that's 5 rat heads for... Wait, that's more than 5.
Yes, sir.
He looks at
Yeah.
them. He counts them. I see. So I take it you cleared all the rats?
Now there's a rat man son of a bitch that got away and ran out like a sissy boy, and I don't go down.
Rat man, son of a bitch.
Oh,
Yeah. He said, rats, man, they're a son of a bitch. There's nothing else. This one's name's Bitey. He's mine.
Right. So a rat ran away.
No, he's right here.
Okay, you killed the rat.
I have this one. He's Bitey.
What were you on about?
I seem to have missed that this was meant to be kept a secret.
Rufus is kind of quietly contemplating right now.
You said a rat man ran away, but he said you killed the rat.
Uh-huh. We killed the
Rats,
rat.
man.
I kind of look at Puck and Rufus like,
Allow me to translate. This man doesn't seem to doesn't seem to speak English very well. So yeah, we fought more than the usual number of rats, as you can see, and as you can see, there was a lot of rats. And he just slowly leans back.
And he all just looks at you with his really piercing eyes. Can the 3 of you who actually are speaking, can you roll deception, please?
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
sure.
This will be bad. This is going to be real bad. Let's do this.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Bam! My God. Amazing. Add to the 18. Puck is believable as fuck, yo.
Rivers isn't.
Oh.
Rivers only got a 6.
6, 18. Skinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
Does he not have advantage?
Well, yeah, sure, because the man can't. Well, you all can't really understand you.
16.
16.
Ah!
Uh, he he doesn't quite know. It looks like you can really see him thinking and really trying to figure out what the fuck you're saying. He doesn't quite believe you that you were just meaning rat man, but he cannot get his head around the concept of a rat man. And you see him like thinking, working, and going, and you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
There's nothing else we want to tell you. My name is Puck. What's your name?
You sure there's
My-
nothing else you could tell me?
There's a lot of things I could tell you. My friends call me Bubble. Some people call me War Eater.
About what happened in the sewer?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So there was a sewer, and I went in there and I made a little dancing lady out of the water. Oh, do you want to see what I can do? And I pull out my hand and I get whatever water's nearby and I make a little dancing finger lady. I was doing this. And then Skinner jumped in the water, which wasn't a good idea because it was real stinky water. So then I made platforms and I skated across them and we turned left and there were a bunch of rats and Skinner got bit right on his foot. And then we killed them. Rufus didn't do anything though, not for a while. He did stuff later though. Thank you, Rufus.
What are you talking about?
And then we went down some more, and there were more rats. There's a lot more rats. And we beat up all of them, and there was a gate. And then we came back, and that's a lot of stuff, huh? What's your name?
My name is Gerald.
Jerome.
What were you saying about the gate?
I don't know. There's a gate there. It was locked.
There's one locked gate in the sewers.
Yes. Yeah, that's where all the rats were.
Only one gate.
The only one I saw.
Uh-huh.
Was there
I
another gate?
see. Well, this is sewers. There's many gates.
Well, we didn't go through all the sewers. That would take a really long time.
Yes, it would. All right. I see. Well, you did carry out your task.
Yeah.
You were supposed to kill 5, right? I count.
We killed a lot more than 5.
I count 18 here. Alright. No, wait. I count. Because I can't count. I count 17 here. And you were keeping that one rat head? It looks
Yeah,
like
unless it makes me go home sooner. If I can go home by giving you Bitey, you can have Bitey.
I'm not sure one rat makes a difference. Let me just check. Leave the rat heads. I'll have someone clean away. Follow me. I suppose I should show you your lodging as well.
That would be a good idea, yes.
He leads you into the house. And it's a pretty long corridor. At the end of the corridors, there's some stairs going up. And there's a little narrow path next to the stairs leading further down. And there's a few doors leading off to each side. He goes past the stairs. And into a room behind the stairs, basically. Opens it up. And what you can see from there is just it's a desk with a lot of papers on it, and about the room there's more papers stacked, and there's bookshelves with papers and papers and papers, and there's a few chests all over the place. And he goes over to the desk, goes around it, leaves some papers, leaves some other papers, and pulls a sheet out. Okay, rats. Let's see. Rat's head, rat has. Bonus for rat heads, I suppose. That's 2 silver apiece. I suppose that would be that. All right. Okay. So, for clearing out these rats, and clearing out the extra rats, you get 1 token each, and you get about a gold each as well.
Oh.
Thank you
Uh,
kindly.
and
Does he hand it to us now?
he's about to,
Okay.
and he pulls out a drawer. And looks at something, closes the drawer, and fishes out like a keychain. It's actually in his pocket. Takes it out, looks for key, and goes over to one of the chests. Unlocks it, and picks some stuff out, closes it, and comes back to you. Alright, so, token each. Extra gold each for clearing out rats, and I think it's, let's see, for carrying out the actual mission, you get 5 gold each.
So that's 5 gold on top of the 1 gold?
Yeah, so you get like 6 gold each. Yes, little lady.
Well, how many tokens did we need again? And can we buy it with gold?
I think
I have the conversion right here at it's 1 token is 50 gold, and we need 10 tokens for our freedom.
Oh, right. Okay.
well, I'm not sure about how many you need, but he's probably right what he says. But you cannot trade token. Well, you can't trade gold for tokens. You can trade tokens for gold, but not the other way around.
Oh.
How many tokens do we have? Just 1?
Yeah, 1 each.
So you can't trade gold for tokens, but you can trade tokens for gold.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so we only got 1 token for this?
Yeah, it's rats, man. What do you expect?
I want to go home though, and we need how many? 50 tokens? That's a lot of rats.
I have it written down 10, but I'm
It's
not
10.
sure.
It's 10.
Oh, it's 10?
Mm.
10 is what we need to go home?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 each.
Oh, okay. That's still a lot of rats.
I'm not sure the next mission is about rats, but I assume so. Yes. Why?
As I want to go home.
Can we do something that we don't have to kill animals?
I can look what else needs to be doing if you prefer non-killing things.
I'm not against killing things, but rats are just misunderstood.
If you say so. But yeah, sure, I'll look what we got. I mean, the kill quests, like the rest quests, or the missions, they're pretty wanted though. I mean, they're usually quite easy. I mean, it's rats. But sure, I will look what else we can get next time.
Thank you.
Anyway, your room. It's up the stairs. And door number. Looks at some papers again. 14. Door 14. That's your room.
We all sleep in the same room?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Like, what do you expect from me? Yes, little lady.
Do you have some bandages for?
Don't
my
you worry about me. I'll be
friend?
fine.
He's hurt.
I
Just
think
take-
he's dying.
Just take me to my room. I'm always dying.
He sounds fine.
I would like some bandages, please.
Talk to the cook. She handles those daily things around here.
My friend needs bandages.
Yes, talk to the cook. She's in the kitchen.
I'll go talk to the cook. I walk off.
Anything else the rest of you want from me?
Puppy.
Don't gob on.
Oh, this place sucks. And Puck walks to the room.
Yeah, that's not my fault.
I'm still kind of baffled by the whole realization that I didn't, that I was supposed to keep the whole rat man thing secret. So I just kind of doom 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 down without saying anything.
Don't say anything can be used against you.
So he closes the door behind you guys, like, and then walks out back to his porch, and you can hear him muttering as he passes you in the hallway, like, where do they keep digging all these people up from? I don't get it. They keep getting stranger and stranger.
Oh, by the way, it's a very nice name you've got. Where'd you get it?
My mother.
No surprise there.
Where do you get yours?
Nobody knows.
I've been since the dawn of time.
Freaking weird questions. He goes back out to his porch. On the bottom floor, you find the kitchen, and you find this really big lady, hair braided, and then like the braid is pinned up, having an apron, gray brown skirt, and everything. And there's a couple of more. There's like 2 younger girls in there as well, just helping out, and she's basically just telling them what to do rather than doing things herself. And as you enter, she goes like, "Yes."
I hold out the 6 gold pieces that I got. I need bandages.
Bandages. She looks at you, and she notices your bracelet. I see. Are you the newest crew?
I don't know. Maybe.
One of Lady Silver's?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, let's see. Bandages, you say? Hey, Mary? Yes, Mary, please come here. And you see one of the, like, mates just, like, put down something and go, like, yeah, and then run over, brush her hands on the apron, go, like, yes, ma'am. Can you grab me some of the scrap cloth from the laundry?
Those are not bandages. I need bandages.
Look, if you want proper bandages, you will have to go to the pharmacy or the apothecary and buy them there. I don't have any spare bandages right now. What I do have is some clean scrap cloths that you can have for now.
Good country, I can tell you.
It's the best
My
I can
hand
do.
kind of closes around the gold pieces and just put it back in my pocket.
And you do not have to pay for it. You may keep your gold. And this Mary girl, she runs off and quite quickly comes back. And she has this folded up, like, kind of worn but clean cloth in her hands, and goes like, here you go.
Yank it out of her hands and I smell it.
Smells clean.
I turn around and walk away. There's this little...
In the future, if you would like something, a kind word goes a long way. She just tells you right after that you leave.
You need 6. Yeah, you need 2.
Why does nobody have manners anymore? But what do you expect working in this house? What are you standing around there looking for? Get back to work, Mary. Get back. Chop chop. And this, like, young girl, like, oh, goes back to work.
Skinner will be in the room, like just waiting for everybody to arrive.
The room is not super big. It has 5 beds.
There's no extra people there, right?
Nope, no extra people there. But there is 5 beds, and each bed has like a little footlocker. There's 1 small table and a chair at the end of the room as well. And there's a window looking out on the street over the porch.
Is there some kind of restroom facility, like a tub, something like that?
Yeah, there's like a common bathroom thing at
Okay.
the end of the top
And-
floor hallway.
It's not
Okay.
like for us, the five of us.
Oh,
it's
it's
like
not-
for the whole hallway,
yeah,
right?
it's for the whole
Yeah.
hallway.
Okay.
Okay. Puck is going to see the beds and she's gonna go, ah, and then she's gonna walk over to the cook.
Okay, so she walks down to the cook.
Mhm.
Yes.
Hi, do you have something like a bathtub or a big bucket that can fit a person in it that I can have
That you can have for what
Mhm.
exactly?
for sleeping?
For sleeping.
Yeah.
I do not.
Oh, do you know where I can get one?
Try the market?
Okay, where's that?
She gives you the directions to the market.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Go there.
She looks even more bewildered this time around. Yeah. Anyone else wanna do something?
I start to bandage Rufus.
Slightly before that, while he's in the room with what do you? I forget the name of your character.
Skinner.
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 There we go. He's in the room with Skinner. he's him and Han. Like he slowly gets down to the bed. It's like yeah, no, that's painful. Yep. And then Cloak will come in and he'll help out.
When we're in the room, Skinner will just say out loud that, I don't, I ain't got no clue on right bastard. I slashed him with my cutter. Didn't sink in their flesh, nothing. Didn't squirt no blood nowhere, no gizzards flying out. I mean, I can skewer a pig with this blade here, but that son of a bitch walked right past me and didn't do nothing. What the hell are we gonna do when he come back?
Now, I don't know because I didn't see him very well. I am still concerned in whether he was real, but I do remember the music. I may still be hallucinating.
That's quite possible.
And I still can't totally understand what you just said.
Well, goddamn. When my bolt pierced his flesh, there was no pain. There was no. He cared none about that. When I skewered him, it don't nothing hit him home. Nothing hit him home, and I can't contempt. I can't get contempt with that. If we come across that son of a bitch one more time, what the hell am I gonna do?
Did you try a bigger weapon?
No, sure I did not. Maybe that'll do the trick.
It might just work.
I just figured since you got the rat whisperer right here, maybe she knows what the deal is with that rat son of a bitch, man. And what we can do to hinder him next time.
I will talk to Cloak, yes.
You do that.
Yes.
I'll look into acquiring a bigger weapon. I don't know if I can operate a. We'll figure something out. We'll figure out.
Yes, we will.
Damn straight.
I could just imagine Skinner getting like a ballista.
I'll just go sit on the edge of my bed and just lean on my knees and start spitting on the floor. That's just him contemplating the possibility of a bigger weapon.
Yeah. And Cloak, you came up to the room as well.
Yeah. I just I carry the rags and I'll move towards Rufus and say, they said they had bandages, but they just had this.
Now I probably could make a poultice if I had the right ingredients, but I have nothing on me.
I could apply them to you if you wanted to.
We could do basic first aid if we can get some alcohol or just some hot water.
I'll go get hot water. I walk back to the kitchen to get hot water.
Well, the cook is busy directing the two young women, and she seems to be very inspecting of things.
I again hold out the 6 gold coins and say, I need hot water.
Huh? You again? Yes. Hi. What did you say?
I need hot water.
Please.
Please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mary. Yes. Can you take some of the boiling water from over there? Put it in the small
Bucket.
Sure. Put it in the small bucket.
Question.
Yes.
I was just thinking that my wisdom is 13. I don't have proficiency in medicine, but I do have leather workers tools. Are his injuries something where he has open cuts that need sewing up or anything like that? Because I was just thinking that I might be able to help with that.
It's mostly a lot of small bite wounds. There's
Okay.
nothing that's super big or super bleedy. It's more the amount of them.
Okay.
You also get the intention that when you heard Rufus talking about it, he kind of sort of knew what he was talking about.
All right.
Because he is actually proficient in medicine.
Well done.
Okay.
Cloak, you get a small bucket with very hot water. They're not taking your gold. Yes, bring back the bucket when you're done.
Okay. I grab the bucket. And she surprisingly easily lifts it and just walks off.
Strange crew. Seriously, strange crew. What are you waiting on? Get back to work, Mary.
I imagine Cloak Naruto runs everywhere.
No. She doesn't run.
You get your hot water, and I suppose you patch up Rufus.
Yeah, and by the way, Cloak is not proficient in medicine. She has a skill in medicine, but that's just because she has a relatively high wisdom. So
It's all right. For the bits he can't reach in his back, he gives you instructions.
yeah, so
Yeah.
but she tries to help and she tries to clean the
he
wounds as best.
he
she
sort of
can.
tries to teach you, and as you're doing it, sort of steep the bandages, take away the diseases.
And she'll probably use her druid craft to kind of try to minimize the infection as much as druid craft can be used for that, but so it'll probably have a minimal effect, but still, for her opinion, it'll help.
Placebo. Okay, Puck.
Yeah.
After a bit of looking and a bit of convincing
Mhm.
and a bit of more directions and people going why the hell do you need a sleeping tub?
Mhm.
And not understanding you. You do manage to find someone that can sell you a big tub for 5 gold.
Okay, can you help me carry it back,
No,
please?
that will cost you extra.
How much?
A gold?
Gold. Okay.
Hey, James, take over.
And yeah, head back with the tub.
Yeah, you get a tub.
Yeah.
Gerald, who's come back to his sleeping position on the porch, when you get back with the tub, he goes like, lifts the hat, look at you. No.
And I'm in the tub while they're carrying it.
No, I do not want to know. He just goes like, I do not want to know.
Bye.
What time is it, by the way?
And game time or
No,
real
no.
time?
Yeah, in the game.
It is a late afternoon, evening-ish.
Okay, so probably hungry. I'll try to get some food, and after that, I'll look around, and I kind of ask to Rufus, like, where does everybody sleep?
You talking about the beds, or are you used to sleeping somewhere else?
I usually sleep outside.
Oh no, we all sleep inside. It keeps the weather and the nasty things from getting us.
Okay, where do I sleep?
Is Skinner nearby?
Yeah, I'm sitting on my bed.
You can pick one of these nice soft beds to lie down on if you really want to.
Okay, I walk towards one of them. Is it like what kind of beds are they?
They're pretty simple beds. They have like a wooden frame, and they have like a thin mattress on top of it, and there's like a sheet and a blanket and a rather disappointing pillow.
Okay, and is there like space underneath the bed?
Yes, there is some.
All right, excellent.
There's about how much is a foot? There's maybe 1.5 foot.
Okay, I'll start to worm myself underneath the bed, and I'll kind of pull the blankets underneath the bed as well, and I'll like this hand just grabs the pillow and pulls it underneath as well, and just she makes like a little hold on there.
Okay.
Rufus shoots a look over to Skinner. But Skinner?
Yes,
Sorry, motions him over, and he's like, you look like a sort of fellow that sleeps a bit rough.
What now?
You sleep outside sometimes?
Oh yeah, but there's
Yeah.
snakes outside. I don't like snakes.
Yeah, I think most people know that it's not a good idea to sleep outside unless you really have to. But I'm starting to think that Club has never slept in a bed before.
Wow, no.
Maybe she's just been sleeping rough this entire time.
Oh, it's possible.
That's not a good life. Anyway, time to sleep.
Burst through the door with her tongue. I got my bed.
It's like late afternoon, but it's just such an awkward situation. Well, time to sleep.
Rufus is usually used to sleeping in this time anyway, so
That's true.
it's fine.
That's true.
Well, this is where I'm gonna break it off, though. Good job on completing your first mission.
Yeah. And we're all level 5.
Yay.
No,
What?
but you may be level 2.
Maybe. Do we have to roll for that, do we?
Sure. Roll for it.
Natural 20.
Yeah, Puck is level 2.
Yeah.
Does a
Nice.
14 do it? Does it? Yeah.
Yeah,
How do we do it with
What do
with
we
hit
add?
points?
nothing. I'm using a death saving throw. The rules for that. Yes, you also get level 2. Good job.
Yay!
Hey, nice.
And do we roll for hit points? Do we add the maximum hit points? What
The
do you
first
prefer?
time you get to add maximum hit points. From now on, though, so from level 3 and up, you're gonna roll for it.
All right.
Oh.
So
But for now, you get to add max.
all right.
Maybe you
Does
can...
Rufus stay at 1 HP?
Until
No,
a
because
rest,
you get a
yes.
long rest, right?
But you are gonna get a long rest.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I assume you settle in for the night.
I think he's just having his afternoon nap, so.
Well, then you get a short rest.
Mm.
Anyway, thank you all for playing.
Yoo-hoo.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Mhm.
I hope it seemed more planned than it was. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully next week we'll be back to our normal, regular, not quite so regular as we want it to be, stream and adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you all for watching and thank you all for playing.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.